The Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
72% humidity, northeast winds at 3 miles an hour, 30-15 is the pressure. No rain in the bucket, no rain on the radar screen as of this point. 709-44. Weather brought to you by your friends at South Central Bank.
Everyone knows you have to winterize your boat, but too often we forget our cars. Glasgow Tire and Auto Center wants to make winterizing your cars top of mind. Stop into Glasgow Tire and Auto Center and let their professionals suggest what's best for your specific vehicle. Also, check out the showroom. When you need tires, Glasgow Tire and Auto Center has brands like Michelin, BF Goodrich, Uniroyal, and more, with some great rebates and incentives to get you back on the road. Visit GlasgowTire.com for more details. That's Glasgow Tire and Auto Center, 602 Happy Valley Road, 270-651-7075.
You know, we've got trivia coming up. We want to put that thinking cap on, make sure it fits, make sure you get the right answer to what's going to be a fun question here.
There are currently over 44,000 residents living in Barron County, providing
Hi, I'm Sherry Phillips Jones, and I would love to represent you as your next Barron County clerk. For the past 26 years, I have served in Barron County government, allowing me to have first-hand knowledge of county finances and policies. It has also afforded me the opportunity to work beside local, state, and federal leaders, regardless of party affiliation. On November the 6th, vote for experience that counts for Barron County.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Prior to 2002, there were nearly 100 real property appeals per year in Barron County. I'm Brad Bailey, Barron County PVA. Since 2002, we have averaged less than one appeal per year while meeting all the requirements of the Department of Revenue. That's increased customer satisfaction that the people of Barron County deserve. Join me on November 6th. Allow me to continue to bring you the customer service and efficiency you deserve. Please vote Brad Bailey, the People's PVA.
Paid for by the campaign to re-elect Brad Bailey, Barron County PVA.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
All right, we got another birthday here just sent in on the email for Gloria Bragg. We understand Gloria Bragg was born on this day in 1960. So the way I see it, Gloria Bragg is 58 years old today. So congratulations for Gloria turning 50.
I'm Kim Powell Shipley, and with your help, I'll be Barron County's next PVA. I was raised here in Barron County by grandparents and parents who are hardworking farmers and small business owners. As a small business owner, I see the need for our administrator to be transparent, hardworking, and accessible to the community, face-to-face to handle your questions. I believe in the future of Barron County. Honesty, integrity, accessibility. Vote Kim Shipley for PVA.
Paid for by the campaign fund of Kim Shipley for PVA.
I can think of plenty of reasons to shop at your local Phillips IGA. Fresh meats and quality products, fair prices, and friendly service. I'm store manager Trevor Phillips, inviting you to stop in and shop our 5-star store rated by IGA. Visit us on Main Street in Hiceville and online at phillipsiga.com to view our full sales ad, and make sure to like us on Facebook. Phillips Family IGA, where family, friends, and food have been coming together since 1960.
Thank you, Trevor. Of course, Trevor, you'll see him when you go out there to Phillips Family IGA, and somebody's going to win a big 10-pound pack of ground beef from the butcher shop at Phillips IGA, just for having their name drawn out tomorrow. Got to get your name in the bucket today and answer this question. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. And the question is as follows, wherever I put it. What was Frankenstein's first name in the famous Mary Shelley horror story? Seems to me like a good Halloweenish type question. Mary Shelley wrote a horror story about Frankenstein. Frankenstein's first name was not Frank. But what was Frankenstein's first name? All right, 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. What was Frankenstein's first name in the famous Mary Shelley horror story? Hello, trivia.
William.
Wasn't William. Wasn't Billy Frankenstein. Trivia.
Victor.
Say it again.
Victor.
That is correct. And who is this speaking?
Paula Diary.
Well, Paula, you just know all kind of stuff about all kind of stuff, don't you?
It helps when you can Google.
Yeah, that's right. Victor Frankenstein. I don't know whether his friends called him Vic or what.
I don't know.
But nonetheless, that was his first name, Victor Frankenstein. I think he was probably like a Dr. Victor Frankenstein, maybe. It's been so long since I've seen that Mary Shelley book, and it's been, kind of twisted and deranged over the years for the purposes of Halloween. I ought to go back and read it just to get it right, the way it was intended, Paula?
Yep.
Now, what we're going to do is we're going to take a piece of paper, we're going to write your name on it, we're going to put it in a hat with these other winners, and it could be your name drawn out for the big 10-pound ground beef from the butcher shop. You know where it is, Phillips IGA.
Thanks.
See ya. Bye, Paula. Paula Tyree. That's right. It's if you know Frankenstein on a first-name basis, you know him as Victor. We'll play tomorrow, and I hope you'll come back and join us. Hello.
Who will be the future face of Pettigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pettigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
Watson Treasurer.
Now at Wendy's, any size fry, just $1. Any fry, $1 at Wendy's.
CBS News update. The unexploded pipe bombs and their packages sent to prominent Democrats have been sent to the FBI's lab in Quantico, Virginia. One expert believes whoever sent them will be found quickly. CBS News analyst Fran Townsend is a former presidential Homeland Security advisor.
This is somebody who's made plenty of mistakes. The wrong address to Eric Holder, misspelling John Brennan's name. John Brennan doesn't work at CNN, he works at NBC. And so this is somebody who's made plenty of mistakes along the way. All of the outside packages are identical. Six stamps, 2 tiers, printed labels. This is somebody who's likely left a lot of clues.
At a campaign rally, President Trump blames the media in part for the ugly tone politically.
The media also has a responsibility to set a civil tone and to stop the endless hostility and constant negative and oftentimes false attacks and stories. Have to do it.
CBS News Update, I'm Peter.
The Royce Radio Family, WCLU, 1490 Glasgow, WCLU FM, 102.3 Munfordville, Glasgow, and W276DO, 103.1 Glasgow.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Hi, I'm Helena Chase Birdwell. I was raised right here in Barron County, and generations of my roots grow deep here. I have spent my career serving people in local, state, and federal government offices, and I want to continue that by serving you, the people of Barron County, as your next Barron County clerk. If elected, I will bring fresh ideas to the office while continuing the excellent work the office already does. On November 6th, I need your support. Vote Helena Chase Birdwell for Barron County Clerk.
Why the name Fire Pit Spirits? Because your beverage of choice is meant to be enjoyed with good friends, celebrating life, happiness, or just the end of a hard week of work. And, as always, it's meant to be consumed responsibly. So, whatever you're celebrating, gather around your fire pit, because good times are made with the ones you choose to keep in your circle. Fire Pit Spirits. Best selection, best service, best friends.
Go.
You know you can depend on WCLU for local news on the air, online, on demand at WCLUradio.com.
For WCLU Local News, I'm Wes Royce reporting. Tonight, both the Republican Party and the Democratic Party will host a political forum. The event begins at 6 p.m. at the Glasgow City Council chambers. 8 different races will have candidates from both parties. In the Mayor of Glasgow race and County Judge Executives race, the candidates will have 2 minutes each to answer 3 questions. The questions will be for both candidates and not specific to the individual. Students from both Glasgow High School and Barron County High School will ask the questions. Joe Myers, WCLU Sports Director and local insurance agent, will be the moderator. Myers will also draw a total of 3 questions of a possible 6 from the public that have been reviewed by 4 local media representatives. Myself, Wes Royce for WCLU, Daniel Suddeth from Glasgow Daily Times, Jeff Jobe with the Barron County Progress, and James Brown with Commonwealth Broadcasting. Each candidate will be allowed a 1-minute rebuttal as well as an opening and closing statement. Joe Myers, WCLU Sports Director, will be the moderator. In the other 6 races to be featured, the same format will be applied, except only 2 of a possible 4 questions will be drawn. You can watch the Electric Plantboards live broadcast on EPB Channel 6. We will also be re-streaming it on the WCLU Radio Facebook page, as well as on our WCLUradio.com homepage. Watch WCLU.com and at WCLU on Periscope. The YouTube channel is WatchWCLU.com. The event is expected to last from 6 until 9 p.m. Radio broadcasts will begin at 7 p.m. following Earn Dogs Off the Chart radio show on both 102.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I would like to say thank you to T.J. Sampson, to the board of directors. Thank you to the judges for forging through and getting a proposal on the table. My vote is yes.
That was Chairman of the Barron Metcalf Ambulance Service Board of Directors, Dr. Joe Middleton. After a closed session at the meeting at Edmonton City Hall yesterday, the Board of Directors unanimously reached an agreement that will resolve multiple issues. The board consists of the mayors of both Glasgow and Edmonton, the judge executives of Barron and Metcalf counties, Faye Neal, Wendell Honeycutt, as well as Neil Thornberry and Scott Young representing T.J. Sampson. Ultimately, T.J. Sampson Hospital, along with the hard work of the board, have stepped up to resolve the financing issue facing this board and the Barron County Ambulance Taxing District Board by funding the deficit of Metcalf County in order to help ensuring the ambulance service can continue serving the citizens of Barron and Metcalf County. Up until yesterday's meeting, the agreement was that Metcalfe County would pay 20% of the deficit for the ambulance service. T.J. Sampson would also pay 20%, and Barron County would pay the remaining 60% of the deficit. The taxing district board in Barron County disputes this agreement because it doesn't provide accurate representation for money being spent by tax dollars. The service has implemented a cost accounting method to provide accurate information as to what portion of the deficit Barron County should pay based on the number of runs in Barron County. Because of this dispute, an opinion has been requested by the taxing district board from the Attorney General, and much of the deficit from previous months remains unpaid still. With the help of T.J. Sampson stepping up to resolve the issue, they have agreed to fund the portion of the deficit not covered by Metcalfe County's 20% and Barron County's calculated portion of the deficit. Neil Thornberry, CEO of TJ Regional Health, had these comments as to why his organization decided to resolve and accept the responsibility of what could have gone to court and required an Attorney General action.
I think we see the importance of our EMS service, making sure we sustain the EMS service in Metcalfe County, in Barron County. I know there is a lot of discussion about, or has been a lot of discussion over the last several months about directional, especially finances, and we just want to make sure that we've done everything from our resources to sustain the service and make sure we've got a top-notch service and make sure that we're participating and help out in every county that we serve.
Thornberry added that ultimately this agreement solidifies their mission of providing health care services to the community they serve.
I believe what it does is it solidifies the service for the community. Again, there's been so much discussion over the last several months about the direction of the service, and I think what came out here tonight was you've got a unified ambulance board, very committed to the EMS team who does an exceptional job in our region. So I think this does nothing but really solidify the job they do and carry it forward for the future, which is what we want.
Barron County Judge Executive Michael Hale tells WCLU News it comes down to one important fact.
Well, I know there's been a lot of discussion, both Metcalfe and Barron County communities, and then I know there's been a lot of discussion amongst the employees of the service, employees of T.J. Sampson, but, you know, things just don't happen overnight. It takes a lot of discussion, a lot of plannings. The long and short of it is, at the end of the day, when people dial 911, an ambulance is going to show up at your house.
Chairman of the board, Dr. Joe Middleton, added that the entities working together is the best way to achieve the goals and mission of the ambulance board and healthcare providers.
I think that this has been an ongoing issue since the taxing district came into play, and it's been something that's needed to be resolved, and finally we had a resolution that satisfied everybody involved and also protected all the different entities, because ultimately the service and the hospital are better off being in business together than separating and being individual entities.
Now, should this agreement pass in the next meeting, the makeup of the board would change in the month of January with the new appointment schedules and newly elected officials. The proposal is to have 3 representatives representing Barron County, 2 representatives from T.J. Sampson Hospital, and 1 representative from Metcalfe County. With the ambulance board meeting taking place at the same time but in a different town, WCLU was unable to attend the Finance Committee meeting of the Glasgow City Council for news coverage. Committee members and City Council persons Chastity Lowry and Brad Gross were able to speak with WCLU News after the meeting to report on what was taken away from the Finance Committee. Monday night, the full City Council voted to pursue the process of developing a strategy and structural plans for an aquatic center to be located at American Legion Park in the Glasgow City Pool. City government has employed a consulting firm to lay out a master plan for the city's parks and attractions. In a survey conducted by that firm, the #1 priority was an aquatic center and has been designated as Phase 1 of implementation of the master plan. Chastity Lowry tells WCLU News it now becomes a matter of what city finance employees see as viable funding options for the committee to consider and ultimately recommend to the full council.
Our discussion today centered around the estimates that the firm Branstetter Carroll had provided us for Phase 1, which is American Legion and the Aquatic Center. And the estimated cost that we're looking at is around $5 million. So in today's finance meeting, we asked Joe and Stephanie to look into the bonding options that the city have available, but to also take into consideration the bigger picture of how will spending this money for the aquatic center impact other things going on in the city. We want to make sure that we make a wise financial decision that doesn't have a negative impact on something else in the city budget. I think the next step is probably at our next meeting, which is November 21st. Joe and Stephanie are going to bring back some different options for us, some figures that they've gotten through KLC about the bonding. And as a finance committee, hopefully we'll be able to approve that and take that to the full council so that work on the project can begin.
Also, Councilmember Brad Gross added that it's not a matter of should we, but can we.
When we did the surveys and all the people's response, the Aquatic Center was the first thing. That was the number one priority for everybody that did the survey. So I think as far as the Finance Committee as a whole, we're all for it as long as we can pay for it.
More local news when we continue here on WCLU. Right now, 7:30, 44 degrees.
I'm Kim Powell Shipley, and with your help, I'll be Barron County's next PVA. I was raised here in Barron County by grandparents and parents who are hardworking farmers and small business owners. As a small business owner, I see the need for our administrator to be transparent, hardworking, and accessible to the community, face-to-face to handle your questions. I believe in the future of Barron County. Honesty, integrity, accessibility. Vote Kim Shipley for PVA.
Glasgow Prescription Center is the culmination of my husband's professional career. When he took over GPC, he didn't want to be just good. He'd already done that. He wanted to be great. And I think his patients would agree that he's done just that. Could he get by with a smaller staff? Sure. The gift shop, the flower shop, delivery people, a brand new facility, none of those things are required to have a pharmacy, but that's why it's not just a good pharmacy, it's a great one. I'm really excited to see what Robert is going to do next because I know he's going to put his heart into it.
Who will be the future face of Pedigo Lessenberry? Through expert analysis, we've confirmed their potential. With intense training, we've prepared them for any occurrence. We've taken their strengths and made them stronger. Now it's time to see what they're made of. Presenting the future face of ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance.
Hello, I'm Jared Pursley. And I'm Daniel Bird. And we're more than prepared to serve you here at ISU Pedigo Lessenberry Insurance. Growing with a proud community since 1902.
TJ Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Would I?
All right, Jared. It's ISU, integrity, strength, unity. All right, I got it.
In more local news at this hour, the Bowling Green Warren County Drug Task Force, in a joint operation with the Bowling Green Police Department and Kentucky State Police West Interdiction Team, have arrested Carl Gene Jones, age 36, of Bowling Green, on trafficking in a controlled substance first-degree methamphetamine, and Jacob Denson, age 18, of Bowling Green, was trafficking in a controlled substance first-degree methamphetamine, tampering with physical evidence, and driving on a DUI suspended license. Following a 2-month investigation of drug trafficking and 2 prior controlled purchases of crystal methamphetamine, this investigation resulted in the arrest of both accused after conducting a 3rd controlled purchase on Tuesday of 3 ounces of crystal methamphetamine. After the purchase of crystal methamphetamine, detectives were able to obtain search warrants for 1636 Johnson Drive and 1712 Johnson Drive, and approximately a half pound of crystal meth was found, along with 2 pounds of marijuana, 31 THC vaping cartridges, a handgun, and over $9,000 in cash were seized as a result of the investigation, and the arrests and seizures occurred at 1:30 on Tuesday at Johnson Drive and Bowling Green. Both were arrested without incident and lodged in the Warren County Regional Jail. The Warren County Drug Task Force expects additional arrest in this case in the future as the investigation is ongoing. According to Hart County Sheriff's Office, on Monday, Hart County Deputy Wes England was traveling east on Hardyville Road when a deer struck the cruiser on the passenger side of his vehicle. Sheriff Boston Hensley was first on the scene of the accident. Deputy England was taken to Caverna Hospital and treated for minor injury and released. Hart County Sheriff's Office was assisted on the scene by the Hardyville Fire Department and the Hart County EMS. In Area 911 activity over the last 24 hours, the Cave City Fire Department responded to 2 fires yesterday. First, one on Jenny Road just after 1 o'clock in the afternoon. There was a barn fire. Also on the East Happy Valley Street and location, there was a brush fire. The Cave City Fire Department responded to that just 30 minutes later at 1:40 in the afternoon. Also at the intersection of Austin Tracy Road and Parsley Road, there was another brush fire. The Austin Tracy Fire Department responded to that just after 10 o'clock last night. For WCLU Local News, I am Wes Royce reporting. Coming up next, it is McKay Bowles and the latest edition of the Scotty Report.
Another great week to be a Scotty. Class of 2019 seniors, are you checking the GHS website for scholarship updates? Your guidance department continually adds new scholarship opportunities to this listing. Deadlines and application links are provided. Don't miss out. Several October deadlines are coming up. Congratulations to the following students for being named Students of the Month at the vocational school: Zing Lang, CAD, Dalton Whitlow, HVAC, Giovanni Matteo, Health Sciences, Emily Mamahat, Information Technology. Beta students, the first installment for convention is due at the end of the month. It is $25. See Miss Roberts. Attention students, November 2nd is the deadline to register for the December ACT. Gala is November 10th. Tickets are November 7th and 8th only. You must have all debts paid off before purchasing your ticket. Permission forms will be available soon. Good luck to our Scotty Cross Country team as they compete in the regional meet in Elizabethtown this Saturday. Congratulations to the Scotty football team for their 53-0 district win over Metcalfe County. The Scotties will visit Elizabethtown this Friday. Kickoff is at 7. Good luck to all the Scotty athletes as they compete this weekend. This has been McKay Bowles for this week's Scotty Report. Shine on, Scotties, and stay true to the blue.
The Glasgow Scotty football team wraps up its regular season on Friday night with a road trip to Elizabethtown. Hello, everybody. I'm Joe Myers. Join us for the broadcast Friday beginning at 6:30 on Light 102.3, WCLU 1490 AM and 103.1 FM, and online at playwclu.com.
Brought to you by Doctors Mark and Drew Kuzma Dental Office, HVAC Services, Colton's. The Glasgow Electric Plant Board, Extreme Prosthetics, and Haywood Sales and Service.
From the Kentucky News Network, I'm Jaleesa Chapman. 2 people are dead and 1 person is in custody after a shooting at a Jeffersontown Kroger. Police said 51-year-old Gregory Allen Bush entered the store at the Stony Brook Shopping Center and shot a man several times. The shooter then went to the parking lot where he shot a woman. A witness telling WLKY,
"No reason for this, none whatsoever, to justify that. People are going to be traumatized forever because of this event right here."
Both victims died at the scene. Bush is facing 2 murder charges along with several charges of 1 endangerment. President Trump signed a bipartisan bill into law Wednesday aimed at curbing opioid overdoses. At the White House ceremony, the president thanked federal, state, and local leaders as well as families who have suffered from addiction for their support.
Together we are going to end the scourge of drug addiction in America. We are going to end it, or we are going to at least make an extremely big dent in this terrible, terrible problem.
The Support for Patients and Communities Act adds treatment options and requires the U.S. Postal Service to screen overseas packages for the deadly chemical fentanyl. The Madison County Health Department is declaring a hepatitis A outbreak as the number of cases has increased. Health leaders are recommending everyone in the county get a hepatitis A vaccination because of the increase in cases. Madison County is reporting 24 cases, and there are 2,050 cases across the Commonwealth. And no one hit Wednesday night's Powerball jackpot, but one player in Kentucky did win the game's second prize of $1 million. It's now the 5th time this has happened in the past 18 days. The ticket was sold in Oldham County. I'm Jaleesa Chapman.
This is the Kentucky News Network.
Who is Helena Chase Birdwell? She's a daughter, a wife, a mother, and a friend. She's a hardworking servant and experienced leader. She's known for her kindness, vision, and professionalism. Helena is humble, approachable to all, and a good listener. Her successful career in public service is a testament to her confidence and resilience. This November, vote for the candidate who will strive to serve Barron County with her sincere heart. Vote Helena Chase Birdwell to be your next Barron County clerk.
Prior to 2002, there were nearly 100 real property appeals per year in Barron County. I'm Brad Bailey, Barron County PVA. Since 2002, we have averaged less than one appeal per year while meeting all the requirements
and sooner every year. Don't let Santa be caught in
customer satisfaction that the people of Barron County deserve. Join me on November 6th. Allow me to continue to bring you the customer service and efficiency you deserve. Please vote Brad Bailey, the people's.
And let us relieve some of that holiday stress. The People's Bank, working for you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Not really looking for much in the way of sunshine over the next few days. Most of the rainfall, as I said, though, comes with our system tonight. We might get some brief breaks at times as we go on through the weekend, but it does look like we'll get some more showers around. Better chance as we get into Sunday than Saturday. Lots of clouds today. The rain should hold off. 63. Tonight, rain 48, and some light rain around tomorrow, 55 degrees. Showers ending by tomorrow evening, then cloudy overnight, 45, and some scattered light rain showers around on Saturday with highs in the mid-50s. I'm meteorologist Ray Stidgick, the Weather Channel, WCLU, your home for local.
Thank you, Ray. Looking at the constant coverage in studio radar screen, we are showing some light rain shower activity just on the southwest edge of the constant coverage in studio radar screen, really down in West Tennessee, over into parts of Missouri and Arkansas this morning. That's knocking on our door, though. Pretty dry air out there, only 72% humidity. And the winds are out of the south at about 4 miles an hour. Pressure's dropping at 30-15, indicating we've got some rain moving in here, and no precip in the past 24 hours. Here at the WCLU studios, we are looking at 44 degrees downtown Glasgow. This weather update brought to you by your friends at the People's Bank.
Lesenberry Do-It Center is Glasgow's only locally owned hardware store, and that means a lot to me. Lesenberry's has been in business for over 100 years. I walk in the store, they know who I am, and I get the help that I need. For me, Lesenberry's is the easiest place for me to shop, simply because it's a local, family-owned business, and I feel comfortable when I'm there. And I'm glad there's still a place like that in Glasgow I can go to.
Morning, friends. You've seen it happen to others. Perhaps even now your heart is being torn by the storms and trials of disease, financial failure, or various life troubles, or even death. John chapter 14, verses 1, 2, and 3 is a very comforting passage to those whose lives are being disrupted by bad circumstances or bad people. Here Jesus had just been talking about his betrayal and death. Division had been sown amongst the disciples as they argued who was to be the greatest in the kingdom of God, and Jesus had said that one of them would deny him. You can look at the scene, feel the scene, and see that the disciples were greatly troubled, disturbed, agitated, worried, and confused. The one thing that they needed was to be settled down and given a sense of peace and hope. Let's look at John 14, 1 through 3, and see how we can find deliverance in our hour of trial. There we find that real faith accepts the facts and trusts the promised giver and will help deliver us from troubled hearts. Though we may often ask why, genuine faith does not require explanations, but simply believes the promises. We can have assurance and hope that God is our Father and has a mansion waiting for us. There's no shortage. Jesus cannot lie. Jesus' return means deliverance from all sorts of our heartaches and tribulations. Whatever our trial or difficulty may be, when our Lord returns, all will be made right and good for those who have trusted in him. So be delivered. Step back, breathe deep, look up, and rejoice. Jesus is coming soon. This is Danny White for the Refuge
I'm
Church of
Sherry
Christ.
Phillips Jones, and I would love to represent you as your next Barron County clerk. For the past 26 years, I have served in Barron County government, allowing me to have first-hand knowledge of county finances and policies. It has also afforded me the opportunity to work beside local, state, and federal leaders regardless of party affiliation.
Be a Kentucky or Tennessee.
On November the 6th, vote for experience that counts for Barron County.
Folks at Ralphie's to make sure that you have a fun time. When you celebrate your birthday party, they look forward to seeing you at Ralphie's. Let me tell you about our birthday honorees today. Thus far, we know about Danny Reed Smith, who is double nickels today. It's 55 for Danny Reed Smith. We also have Kenny Rich, Gloria Bragg. Gloria, we understand, is 58 today. Jesse Lee Hurt, Ashley Freeman. It's also Karen Harrington's birthday. Dr. Claudia Kuykendall with a birthday today. Jared Houchins, Larry Joe Thomas, and Dorothy Wilson. It is Tim McKinney celebrating a birthday today. Daniel Crumpton, Daniel's 11. Kinsley Norris with a birthday. Barbara Reed. Dalton Stevens. We understand Dalton is 24 today. David Honeycutt with a birthday. Griffin Jackson. Griffin is 8. Gilbert Piper has a birthday today, too. What about that? It's all birthdays so far here. 651-9149 or 800-956-1023. By special request today, we are patting on the back a very nice lady, Miss Geneva Good. Now, Miss Geneva recently turned 93, and she had an excellent 93rd birthday, and took us just a couple of days to honor the request to honor Miss Geneva for her 93rd birthday. So if you happen to see Geneva Good around town today, we'd really appreciate it if you would pat her on the back and tell her she's good as gold from her friends here at WCLU and A Little Taste of Texas. They're going to be having the place cranking over there today for everybody, the lunch crowd, and then to relax and enjoy the dinner crowd at A Little Taste of Texas.
The fall harvest season is at its best at your year-round produce market, Ken Davis & Sons Produce in Glasgow. Look at those shelves full of Michigan apples. Apples as crisp as the fall air. Red and golden delicious. Golden Supreme, Gala, Fuji, Mutsu, Macintosh, Jonathan, Jana Prince, and Honey Crisp, all ready for the feast. And the fall pears have arrived at Ken Davis. Delicious, sweet, and juicy fall pears. There's still field-grown and vine-ripened tomatoes in stock at Ken Davis. And you can round out your shopping trip with satisfying apple cider, a new selection of sorghum, and, of course, our popular old-fashioned candy. Going to market means going to Ken Davis & Sons Produce, located on Highway 6880 just past Wright Implement and next to the Farmers Livestock Market. Open Monday through Saturday, 8 till 5.
Hi, I'm Fred Parrish here at Parrish Carpet in Glasgow, Kentucky. My parents started this business over 50 years ago, so we know flooring here at Parrish Carpet. We have a large showroom and a big selection in stock. We do custom binding and we do free estimates. We've served a lot of people in the 50-plus years, and we'd like to thank each and every one of you. So if you have a flooring need, come see us at Parrish Carpet.
Barron County doesn't belong to the drug dealers and violent criminals. It belongs to us law-abiding citizens. Hi, I'm Mike Richardson, working in Barron County as an assistant county attorney and as a resident with a family to protect myself. I agree with the outcries from our citizens. Repeat drug offenders and perpetrators of violent crimes need to be held accountable. I have the proven record of pursuing the tougher sentences these habitual violent criminals deserve. Vote for Mike Richardson for Barron County Attorney. Ready on day one.
Paid for by Mike Richardson for Barron County Attorney.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barron River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barron River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barron River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
A bountiful harvest.
November 6th.
Paid for by the Michael Judge Campaign Committee.
747. On the phone with me is the proprietor of Hurt Auto Sales at 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. And, boy, he's got that lot looking good up there. Bobby Lee, first of all, let me say good morning to you, sir. You okay?
Yes, sir. Good morning to you, Henry. Everything going well with you?
Everything's going good until I dropped this pile in the floor. I was doing good, but I'll recuperate from that here in a minute. But first, we got to talk about Hurt Auto Sales. You looks to me like that the fishing has been good as far as coming up with nice specimen of vehicles that folks are going to be looking to buy.
That's right, Henry. We just got in a 2011 Toyota Tacoma 4-door truck. Really sharp truck. Got the off-road package.
Yeah.
And we've got it priced to sell for just $17,900.
My goodness. See, I was wondering what a Tacoma was, but you're telling me it's a truck. And it's a 4-door truck, too, huh?
It's a 4-door truck. It sure is. And that makes somebody a really nice ride.
Yeah. Well, hey, that sounds nice. Sounds like a great price on that, too, Bobby Lee.
That's right. If you're looking for an SUV, I've got the sharpest one in town, Henry.
What is that?
It's a 2013 Volvo XC90.
Now, where is that on the lot? If somebody's driving by there, is it right on the front row or is it a little bit further back?
It's right on the front row, right next to the furniture store.
Okay. All right. Okay.
It has a third row seat, DVD, leather, sunroof, anything you want to put on it. Okay.
Yeah. Get your own furniture in that Volvo.
That's right. Got it all.
Yeah.
That's right. And we've got it priced for just $14,900, Henry.
Man, you wanting to move something today, aren't you?
We sure are. Okay. And speaking of Volvos, we've got a nice little 2012 4-door sedan S60 Volvo.
Okay.
And it's loaded as well. Got the leather just like the other one. And we've got it priced for just $9,900.
You know, you've got a great reputation for being able to find vehicles like Volvos and price them. People don't have to pay a stipend because you found it for them. It's a great price. Right. It is.
And they're rated as one of the safest cars on the road.
Yes, no question about it.
Come in and check them out. If you don't want to spend a lot of money and want to get around anywhere you want to go this winter, we just traded for a 98 Jeep Cherokee, 4-wheel drive. It's not the prettiest car on the lot, but it's good transportation, and we'll sell it today for $2,500.
You know, it's not the prettiest car. That automatically takes some of the pressure off, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, don't come in expecting a brand new.
Well, don't say, well, I can't run this into the side of something because it's not going to add to it any. Give me that price again.
$2,500.
All right. And what's the year on it?
The 98 model.
Okay.
So come in and check it out, and we'll send you home in a brand new used car.
And you don't. I guess what I'm trying to say is that it's regardless of your Hurt Auto Sales considers your budget and your taste, and it's a nice combination of the two when you go up there, and you're also going to feel really good about shopping with such special folks at Hurt Auto Sales. You've built an excellent customer service department up there at Hurt Auto Sales, and I think folks should come up there today and check it out.
I think so. We do our best, and we've got vehicles and all kinds of prices.
Yeah.
All kinds of vehicles that surely one of them will meet your needs.
It looks great up there. I just love the way you got the little hillside lot there that folks will certainly enjoy driving past and pulling in at Hurt Auto Sales, 621 West Main Street in Glasgow. Put it into your GPS if you want to, but the glistening, shining, bright, colorful, beautiful lot of cars will pull you in too, where they go by the motto, which happens to be
no pain when you trade with her.
Bobby Lee, thank you, sir. We'll be talking again soon.
Thank you, Henry. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye. 44 degrees, 752.
It's proof that hard work does pay off. Ken Davis Produce is also proof that driving just another 90 seconds past Donnelly's in Glasgow is a payoff in the quality you see and taste. And folks around here can taste the difference. Ken Davis Produce is next to the Farmers Livestock Market. They have fall items now, like pumpkins in various shapes, colors, and sizes, and mums too. It's like a farmer's market that's open every day, but Sunday, of course, 8 to 5, 6 days a week. If you like things old-fashioned way, you're going to love Ken Davis Produce, out 68 and 80, just past the Livestock Market.
TJ Sampson Sampson, providing TLC, Total Local Care, 24/7. My husband and I were both admitted to TJ Sampson. They were so good to us, and we will always go back to TJ, your local health care provider. Total Local Care, 24/7.
Extreme Prosthetics understands that when it comes to comfort and function, not all prosthetic devices are made the same. A properly fitted prosthesis can allow you to walk naturally without daily pain and discomfort. Extreme Prosthetics works with your physician and insurance company to help you get the comfort and function you deserve. Don't let your current discomfort and lack of mobility discourage you. Call the experts at Extreme Prosthetics today for a better, more comfortable life.
It just takes one look at the new facility at 1300 West Main Street, and you can tell the People's Bank is growing. And that's because we have great customers who know a thing or two about growth. And what they'll all tell you is, well, the best growth strategy has always been hard work. That's why when it came time for Jerry Anderson to expand his cattle operation, he trusted the growth of his herd to the People's Bank, who worked hard to find the unique solutions to fit his needs. Experience what growth can be like with the People's Bank, working for you.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Find the next great piece for your home at Barren River Consignment, where the inventory is designed to provide something for everyone. Affordable household items from mid-century to home decor, including furniture, artwork, dinnerware, glassware, and more. Each piece is cleaned and polished to ensure the highest quality to become the perfect fit for your home. Barren River Consignment also offers estate and tag sale services. Shop for style without breaking the bank. Barren River Consignment, located on L. Rogers Wells Boulevard in Glasgow.
From the north, south, east, west, NEWS, here's the latest news.
From around the world and up your street, it is Tidbit News. We look for things that won't necessarily make the headlines. Sometimes the headlines are depressing. But
not today. Pretty good headlines today.
Yeah, that's right. Let me tell you what I have in the way of. This is, actually I was looking for a song here that the Winstons did a long time ago called Color Him Father, because I got a couple of father tidbits today, but I hadn't found it yet, just primarily because I just didn't start looking soon enough. Anyway, are you ready for a couple of fatherly tidbits?
Sure. Yeah, Hank just left the building.
Yeah, that's right. Hank
I had some people wanting to do an update on the potty training deal.
Yeah, tell me about that.
We are 2.5 weeks straight with no accidents.
All right.
So he's acing the quiz.
Yeah, he works really hard at it too. He concentrates. I like that. I see that concentration.
Yeah.
I don't know where he gets that, but I'm seeing it.
Doesn't it just brighten your day when he comes in here?
It does. Oh yeah, it really does. I gotta, I can't deny that for sure. The day it's uphill from there. All right. So here's the first father tidbit. This is really a neat story, Wes. This is Dateline Minneapolis. What could have been a tragic story has become something miraculous. There's a man up in Minnesota who has awakened from a coma.
Oh, no.
In time to see his son born.
Well, isn't that perfect timing?
The drama started last week when Ashley Goette awoke to hear her husband, Andrew, gasping for air in their home. She called 911 and the dispatcher talked her through CPR until paramedics arrived. When they got to the hospital, Andrew was placed in a coma to minimize possible brain damage. While doctors told Ashley it was unclear if her husband would pull through, she told him she wouldn't have her baby until he woke up.
How about that?
He did.
And how do you defy Mother Nature? That's what I want to know.
He did days later with his brain function intact. While doctors couldn't wheel his bed into the operating room for his wife's C-section, Andrew was able to watch the birth on a phone that his sister-in-law had carried in.
FaceTime, huh?
So it was a FaceTime and the first time to see the face of the little one there up in Minneapolis. How's that for?
That's a special story.
That's right, it is indeed. They won't forget that.
It makes you think that, hey, maybe the world's not really all that messed up. Maybe somebody's looking out for us.
Yeah, that's right. That's true. I like that story. As opposed to this poor fellow right here. It's not funny, but it's funny to me. A grandfather in New Jersey is going to have to change his ways. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
When it comes to how he disposes his grandson's dirty diapers.
Okay.
Authorities up in Franklin, New Jersey, arrested a guy they say had been dumping his grandson's soiled diapers along roads over the past year.
Well, I'd say he does need to change that. That's not right.
Police say an officer acting on a hunch saw 68-year-old William Friedman tossing diapers on the road early Sunday morning, and he was taken into custody.
Just making the morning rounds.
That's right. It's just the old Sunday morning toss. Police say Friedman told them the soiled diapers had been worn by his grandson, and tossing them without getting caught almost became a game. Well, I think he was good at it. He'd mastered that game, it sounds like. Says it wasn't fun and games it was not fun and games for one motorist. Authorities say a motorcyclist crashed in June after running over a diaper that Friedman allegedly dropped. The biker wasn't badly hurt. The bike, though, was totaled.
Well, if it was a poopy diaper,
yeah.
Would he get charged with number 2 counts?
That's right. A Schedule 2 diaper.
Would that be 2 $500 fines for littering?
It would just be, he's got to change. Grandpa he's got to understand the modern diapers like that have to be disposed of a little better than throwing them out the window.
It's not the place to put them.
No, that's right.
Time to change your ways, Grandpa.
Yeah. And finally, this story, which has nothing to do with that, but I thought it was kind of neat. Really, I was probably going to ask Bobby Lee what he thought about this. There's a twist on an old philosophical question. If a tree falls in the forest and nobody's there, can it be heard? Well, we've never really answered that question, but military officials are hearing it after there was a big Humvee that was dropped off inaccurately in a forest. I didn't know they did this.
Oh, yeah, every day.
The Air Force uses a C-17 to parachute to drop a vehicle into rural North Carolina, but it landed far from the intended target.
They dropped it?
Yeah, a rep.
I mean, they don't kind of anchor it down and set it down?
It actually was dropped 7 miles north of the drop zone.
They should have got the people that did our tower removal back ages ago.
Yeah. They missed the drop off by 7 miles. Nobody was hurt on the ground. So there we go.
This is CBS News on.
I got you.
Okay, all right. So nobody says here that the drop was part of a test to check out procedures to delivery military equipment by air. That test failed miserably. Nobody was hurt on the ground, and an errant drop is under investigation. Okay, what did we do wrong? Well, let's see here. We hit the button too late. That's what I would say.
Yeah, I hope it wasn't a brand new Humvee.
Well, you know, it's those things they can be pricey, I guess. But then, I guess maybe they're going to see if they'll. I wonder now if it. I don't know. Just dropping a Humvee in a big thicket of trees seems dangerous in the first place.
Well, yeah, but they are the military.
Yeah.
So I mean, they have the right to do that.
That's right. They got to get better about practicing, I guess.
Here's what I think should happen.
All right.
This is more James Bond stuff, but why not put a soldier in the driver's seat? As soon as you land, almost crank it up while you're in midair, and as soon as you land, take off.
Well,
wouldn't that be fun?
I guess it. I guess it would be if it would work.
Well, it would work.
Think so?
Oh yeah, I would do it.
Okay.
I would definitely do it.
All right. Well, that's what we.
And I don't even like heights. But if I know I'm going down and going to be landing softly,
yeah,
that'd be awesome.
Well, there you go. But if my only comment: if you miss the target by 7 miles, how good are you at dropping anything softly?
Yeah, where'd you get your pilot's license?
Right, that's right. So that's what I have in the way of tidbit news for today, Wes.
It's pretty good stuff there.
And the news you depend on is coming up next, the 8 o'clock morning edition.
Hello, this is Gary Tellman, and I'm running for Barron County Judge Executive.